episode two, sort of a part two to the first show. First show we did the Western Conference standings. Today we'll be doing our Eastern Conference standings, as well as our MVP predictions, our Defensive Player of the Year predictions, as well as our top 10 players list heading into the season. And yeah, we plan on doing like a show probably later on the season, check on our top 10, see who's in or out at that point, because it's always changing with the NBA, so you never know who
Yeah.
might jump in this year. Like maybe D Book might jump up to be like the best player in the world this year. Who knows,
Okay. Let's not get crazy.
man? Your boy D Book, but
That guy. Yeah,
yeah,
he's something, all right.
yeah, he's special. But
Okay. You're doing tricks on it, bro.
let's just start off where we started off last time, which is our standings in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, I wrote down 10. Like I don't really worry about the bottom five, but just like the 10 that I think. But you started off last time, so you can start off again. So what do you got for your 10th seed in the Eastern Conference this season?
Yeah, for my top 10, I was like going back and forth between two teams. But I ended up going with the Toronto Raptors as my 10 seed. It was either them or the Bulls. So the Bulls just missed out because the Bulls have DeRozan and Levine, and like they're solid. They have like a bunch of solid players, but they're always like pretty mid. Like they're just like a mid team. They underperform. But yeah, I have the Raptors. I just think I don't know why I have 'em. I just honestly I just put them there because of Siakam. They got Scotty Barnes, as an OG. So like they're solid, but yeah, I don't see them doing anything like making any noise or if they'll even make the playoffs. But they're my 10.
All right, not bad. It's my 10th seed. I got the Indiana Pacers.
Okay.
So yeah, I like what the Pacers have done this offseason. They got Bruce Brown from Denver. They paid him
Yeah.
a lot of money, but it's basically only a 1 year deal. And they drafted Jarris Walker in the draft, which is like kind of helps out their lineup. So they got Benedict Mathurin, they got Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner. So they got some good young pieces there. Yeah, I think they'll compete for a playing spot. Like obviously not going to make any noise. Like
Yeah.
this team's years away to actually competing. Obviously, it depends on like the ceiling of Tyrese, like what you think.
Yeah. He's great. He's great.
Um, yeah, he was All Star last year. I think he averaged 21 and 11, something crazy like that. So, yeah, if he could jump up to like 25 eventually, like that'll take
Maybe
the
they
team
could
another
sneak
level.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my 10, the Indiana Pacers.
Um. Yeah, they're actually my ninth spot. So pretty much piggybacking. I like Tyrese. I like Miles Turner. Um. They added Bruce Brown. They added some pieces. They're still young, so I don't really expect them to do too much, like make too much noise, or if they even get in the playoffs. But I think they'll be a playing team. Yeah, that's my ninth.
Fair enough. Fair enough. My ninth seed is the Orlando Magic.
Oh
This is
wow,
like, yeah, this
yeah,
is
that's
this
pretty
is kind of
high.
like a sleeper team for me. I don't know, man. I love Paolo. I love Franz Wagner. I think those guys could be great this year. Paolo averaged 20 a game last year. Like I think he's one of the best young players in the league right now.
Yeah,
So I think he's going to take a massive jump this year, probably like 23, 24, and then Franz Wagner score over 22. Um, they also got Markel Fultz, who obviously wasn't the star that everyone thought he would be, but he's turned
yeah,
himself into a pretty solid player.
solid player now.
Yeah. They still got Cole Anthony, who just got an extension today. A bunch of guys got rookie extensions today. He was one of them. So they got him as like main scorer off the bench. They still got Wendell Carter Jr. Yeah, man, this team's just on the come up pretty much the way I look at it. Paolo to me is a future superstar. So like I'd say in a couple of years, this team is going to be like one of the best young teams in the East. But it's going to take. It kind of seems crazy to say that about like the Magic, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I just see it. I see it with this team. I think this year is going to be like the first year, like we kind of see like the potential of what they can do.
yeah.
So yeah, they're my ninth seed.
For me, my eight seed, I have the Brooklyn Nets. Last year, we kind of left him out for the most improved. Mikal Bridges, he took that step when he was the number one option last year in Brooklyn. I think he'll I think he'll be a higher scorer. So like I think that's possible. He could win it too. Going off of our last pod. But I like him. Claxton is a great defensive player. Ben Simmons, you hope he can return to some type of form. Like when he was in Philly, like his first couple of years, he was like a special player. It's unfortunate what happened with him. But they also have Cam Johnson. I think they have a bunch of solid depth pieces, and I think they'll be a good team. I don't see them making any like serious noise though. But yeah, they're my 8 seed.
Oh, okay. Kirk Cousins threw a pick, by the way. Just wanted to throw
Oh,
that
bro, my shit's frozen. Like I don't know.
but
It's
yeah,
literally second and
really,
10 on my screen.
it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. Like the guy, I think it was Jimmy Ward or
Uh,
whoever, Travarius Ward. That's who it is. He stole the ball from. I don't even know what receiver he threw it to, but he just like snatched the ball from his hand. So, but yeah, not a good
no,
start.
Jed is not ideal for the Vikings.
Yeah, not good, not good. Um. So okay, yeah, you just did your 8 seed, right?
Yeah, they're Brooklyn
Okay.
Nets.
Okay, my 8 seed, I got the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of low, don't no? You don't think?
They were like 500 last year. It's like I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I think okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you. I'll let you get your spill.
For sure, for sure. Nah, man, it's just with this team. I mean, it seems like John Collins was like not a good fit with that team by the end of it. It seemed like he was a trade rumor for like 4 straight years. He finally gets traded to the Jazz, so they're gonna be focusing on like their younger guys like Jalen Johnson. To probably fill that role for them this year. But I like the backcourt, like with DeJounte and Trae Young.
Yeah,
But I don't know, man. It just seems like this team, despite like you would like a lot of their guys on this team, but like they end up
yeah,
being like 500. I still think defensively Trey is a liability on that end, and
yeah.
that hurts them. So I mean, the East is tough. It's not as tough as the West, but so
I feel like the West
there's
is
just a
deeper,
bunch of
but the East is like more kind of top heavy.
yeah, it's more top heavy definitely. There's just a bunch of teams I like more than them, so that's pretty much why I got them at the 8 spot. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about the Hawks.
Yeah, for me, my 7th seed, I have the New York Knicks. I love Jalen Brunson, man. That guy's he's a fun player to watch. They got a bunch of depth pieces. They got quickly Josh Hart, Julius Randle. He's a freaking superstar in the regular season. You know what happens when it comes playoff time, though. But I like the Knicks. I think they're gonna be a good team. Yeah, pretty much that's all I have to say. And they got some sick ass what was it, City Edition uniforms. They're pretty sick.
Yeah, they kind of got leaked a
One of
little
the
bit. They're
few,
like the
one of the
they're
few
like
teams.
the not like the 99 Knicks, based like those, like with the New York
Yeah,
accents. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
pretty
it.
nice, pretty nice. Um, my 7th seed, I got the Toronto Raptors,
Okay,
and
you're higher on them than me.
yeah, I think the Raptors are going to look a lot better this year than they have the last couple of years. Nick Nurse, for whatever reason, he's been having, it seems like chemistry issues, like personal issues with like Pascal Siakam, like they just haven't gotten
Yeah,
along. So, yeah, I think this year they got a new coach. I think, and in the preseason, it seems like the players love him. CMC fumble, by the way. Just got to throw
I can't. It's frozen. It's frozen.
that out there.
It's
But
just
no, but
frozen for me.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I still like they got a lot of good players on this team. Still, they overvalue the hell out of them. Like I want to
No,
throw
yeah,
that
that's
out
why I was
there.
like. That's why
Like
I have them so low. They
they
don't want
won't
to trade
trade
anyone, but
anybody. Like they act like these guys are like stars. It's like if they're so good, then why the fuck are y'all like an A seed every
yeah.
year?
You
But
think maybe it's because they think if they're a superstar away again, like when they had Kawhi.
potentially, and I just think Masai Ujiri is just one of those stubborn GMs that wants to
Yeah,
dominate in every trade he makes, like he did with the Kawhi trade. So, um, yeah, but they lost Fred Van Vliet and they replaced him with Dennis Schroeder. So to me, that's like I don't know. It's kind of like a wash. It's not going to make like a huge
I think it's a little bit of a
difference.
downgrade.
Maybe
I
I don't
mean,
know, man.
last year Fred VanVleet wasn't great, but like before that, I felt like he was a solid player.
Van Vliet's a good player, but his game is very flawed in terms of like getting to the rim. And like
Yeah,
if his three isn't falling, then he's just not doing shit because he can't
yeah.
finish at the rim because of how small he is. But yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be better this year. Definitely, like Pascal Siakam's still a star player. They still got Scotty Barnes. They still got OG. Still got Gary Trent. still a lot of good players on this team. So I expect them to be better than they were last year. Last year they were like a 10th seed. So I expect them to be like the 7th seed this year.
Okay. For me, my sixth seed is I want to say your ninth seed. I have the Atlanta Hawks. Where'd you have the Hawks?
I have the Hawks at the 8th seed.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have him as my sixth seed. I like Trey. I think people kind of underrate him because I don't know. I know he struggles on defense, but what he can do offensively is like he's like one of the best offensive engines in the league. I like DeJounte. I know they had some chemistry issues last year, but with the new coach, you said right, they have a new coach. Or no?
Quinn Snyder's their coach now. They've gone through like 3 coaches in 3 years.
Yeah.
So
Because didn't they like fire the coach last year, like
yeah,
during the season or something?
They had Lloyd Pierce to start the season, and they fired him, and then they had I forget what's his name. Forgot his name, but he was like another dude who they actually did like. But yeah, they decided to go Quinn Snyder, which in my opinion was the best option because he was the best coach of those 3. So.
No, yeah, but I think with the new coach, hopefully some more continuity. They got rid of what was it, John Collins, I want to say, or do
Yeah,
they? Yeah.
they traded
So
Jazz. Yeah,
so like they're trying to make some moves, and I think they're gonna be a lot better this year than last year, and I think DeJounte, I was gonna say Kyler Murray for some reason, fucking I'm blinking on his name right now.
Is Kyler a three sport athlete now? Football, baseball,
It's because they're both fucking Trey Young. I don't know why I was gonna say. I don't know. I think it's because
they're pretty much
like
the same guy. They're
yeah,
both like 5'2".
yeah, they're the same guy. That was hilarious. But I think him and Trey are gonna have a lot better year than last year, and I think they're gonna surprise a lot of teams this year.
That's kind of like a sexy pick, the Hawks. Like a lot of people have been like,
Yeah.
kind of hyping up the Hawks.
Well, I don't have them too high. I have them making the playoffs, though, like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Kyler and Trey was crazy. I don't know. It's one of those days, man. Like I said, that's hilarious.
Okay. And that was your 6th seed, right?
Yeah, that's my 6.
Okay. At 6, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, you're a little low on them, huh?
Yeah, man. I think it comes down to I've heard a lot of good things about Mitchell in terms of him wanting to be there. Don't be surprised if Mitchell ends up.
He wanted to go to the Knicks last year.
Yeah, so I could see him playing out this year with the Cavs, but the fact that is going to be like lingering over the team the whole entire season is not going to do well. They need Evan Mobley to take a jump. He kind of got exposed a little bit in the playoffs for not being able to, like they're like Mobley and Jared Allen together. It's hard. It's hard like when there's barely any spacing, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's hard when there's barely any spacing. And so yeah, that hurt them in the playoffs against the Knicks. Everyone picked the Cavs to win that series, and they got
I did too.
Pretty much destroyed by the Knicks. So pretty disappointing for them overall. I think I don't know, man. I think they're probably going to take out in the first round again, based off where I have them. I just don't see it with them, and I think good chance Mitchell signs with the Knicks the year after. So the Knicks could be like a completely different team. Starting next season because another thing we got to bring up too with the Timberwolves, they just signed Jaden McDaniels, the guy we couldn't remember.
I was about to tell you that they signed him like a 5-year, $120-something million contract.
Yeah, he got big. They
got bad.
Deal. That's what I'm saying.
I told you people are high on him. People are high on him.
Yeah, they are high on him, and I just think with that trade, I think Cat could potentially be on his way out of the door, man. Like I think they could potentially trade him too. So, because they can't pay everybody. They're paying Rudy damn near a supermax, paying Cat a supermax, and now this
is crazy.
Yeah, and Ant's going to be up for an extension. We know that's going to be a full max. So, it's just a lot of guys like that they're not going to be able to pay. So look for that to potentially happen. But back to the Cavs. It's just with the Mitchell not being fully committed to this team, I think it's going to affect them somewhat on the floor this year. It's pretty much the same team. They're pretty much running it back with what they did last year. So I don't expect a big improvement. I think if anything, they're going to go down just a little bit from what they were last year.
Dang, you're kind of making me question my seeding now. But at the five, I got the Miami Heat. I know you're a lot higher on the Heat. I know we haven't revealed them on your list yet, but I know you're scared of them. I don't know why. They're fucking.
Okay. I'm sorry, bro. I'll never doubt the Miami Heat again,
I
ever.
will. I'll doubt them again. I'll do it again.
Okay.
Nah, but I think they're gonna be a good team. I like Bam. He's a great defender, one of the best in the league, arguably the best defender in the league. You got Jimmy, you got Tyler Hero coming back. Um, no matter who they have, Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the league. He's gonna do what he does. I know last year they finished kind of low because of like Jimmy sitting some games, just stuff like that. So I don't think they're a regular season team. So I don't have them super high. But once they get in the playoffs, like you said, you got to respect them because you never know with them, and they could beat anyone any series. But I have them at my five.
All right. At the fifth seed for me, I got the New York Knicks.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much becoming like a little mini Villanova there. Like they got
Yeah.
Brunson, they got
Uh,
Josh Hart, and they just signed
the guy from the
DiVincenzo.
Warriors, yeah, was it
Yeah,
Vaughn?
Dante
Yeah,
DiVincenzo. So
yeah,
yeah, man, like they're all reunited. Julius Randle, like we said before, really good regular season player. Mitchell Robinson. They got Quentin Grimes, Jericho Sims. Like
yeah. They
they
they got
got
a
they
lot
got
of
some
depth.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah, they got
it's a
some
pretty
players.
deep team overall, and like deep
They're just
teams
kind of
like
missing that
this.
superstar.
Exactly, and that's why I said earlier. I think that's going to change pretty soon. Not to say Mitchell's a superstar, but he's like
No,
another
yeah,
star
he's
player to
he's.
potentially go
I don't know.
replace.
I like Brunson though, man. I think he's great. I think he's a
Brunson's really
great
good,
player.
man.
Yeah, I
He's
love
really
Brunson.
really good. Yeah, he proved himself in the playoffs. He was unreal. Even like against Miami, like he was the only one who could really do anything. They couldn't stop him.
Yeah,
So, um, yeah, man, I expect Brunson to be All Star this year, and I expect the Knicks to basically compete with anybody on any given night. We saw like against my Celtics last year, the Celtics could not beat them. Like this,
yeah.
they
That's
would
crazy.
fuck
They,
us
they should
up.
have watched them
So
like on paper. Should have watched
yeah,
them,
but
but
for whatever reason, like
they
they
play
just
hard,
play
man.
tough every single night. Tom Thibodeau's he gets the most out of that team. So yeah, the Knicks are gonna be really good this year again. Um, they're probably at best, probably not getting out of the second round, just like
Yeah,
last year. But yeah, they're still building something in New York, which is way better than what you could have said about them only a couple years back. So
yeah. They were the joke of the league for a while.
yeah, so
Um, the fourth seed, I have the 76ers. Um, they got the reigning MVP, Joel Embiid. Whether people agree with his MVP or not, it's another story to be told. Um, we don't know what's going on with James Harden. Most likely, he's going to probably get traded. But that story, that situation is kind of weird. But even then, you still got guys like Tobias Harris. You got what's his name? I'm fucking blanking on his name right now. One of those days. Tyrese
Tyrese,
Maxey.
yeah,
Most yeah. Um, they got a bunch of good role players. Obviously I don't trust them when it comes to the postseason just because Embiid's never healthy, and you don't know what you're gonna get with them. They're just like they're just a team everyone's always high on because of Harden and Embiid, and then they they choke. It's what they do. Like but I think they're going to be a good regular season team, and I have them as a four seed. And they did fire Doc Rivers, which I think was a good thing because that guy has been living off that Celtics ring for fucking 13 years now.
yeah. That's
Terrible.
addition. That's addition by subtraction, 100%.
Yeah,
So they
that
had to
guy.
make something happen
He can't coach, bro. It's ridiculous.
there. Yeah. So yeah, my four seed, I got the Miami Heat.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Touchdown Vikings. Jordan Addison.
Shit.
But
Frozen.
yeah,
It's like
but
lagging.
yeah, man. With the Heat, I'm sorry, man. I'm done doubting this team. I'm done thinking, oh my god, like there's not enough talent, this and that. They lost Max Strus. They lost what's his name, Gabe Vincent, to the Lakers, but they added Josh Richardson, who played for them a while back. Like he's back, and then they drafted Jaime Hawkins Jr., who looks just like a Spanish Jimmy Butler, like that. like drawing fouls, hitting mid
Don't
range.
they got
Like,
that Jovic guy too? Like
yeah, yeah,
Nikola Jovic,
yeah, Nikola
like 2 years
Jovic.
ago.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're high on him. He did nothing last year. So, but he
Oh
looked
yeah.
apparently he looked
Yeah.
pretty good in the FIBA World Cup. So people were kind of hyping him up. But I don't know. I don't know about him, and I don't know about I think they have like another prospect on that team, like that they're hyping up too. I forgot who, but yeah, I mean, this team still has some flaws. Like Kyle Lowry has been asked during the regular season. He
Yeah.
kills
He's
the
been cooked.
Celtics.
He's
Everyone on
cooked.
the Heat kills the Celtics. But yeah, man, I think they're getting Tyler Hero back, who was injured a good part of last year, had to miss the playoffs,
Yeah.
all of it.
They didn't like break his
And
hand versus the Bucks, I think.
yeah, yeah. So
And
they're
then they're like,
getting
oh,
him
he
back.
might be able to play versus if they make the finals. I was like, I'm not making the fucking finals, and they made the finals, and he didn't
Yeah,
really play, but still.
yeah. He didn't even suit up, I don't think, but.
But that's funny.
Yeah, but he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder for being in every single trade for the last 4 or 5 months. So, yeah, I just think the Heat are like that. They're too well coached. They got the best coach in the league.
Yeah, agree with that.
Their culture, everything about them is gonna make them a threat. We've seen it. Like we just saw it. They took out Giannis. They took out Tatum in the Celtics. So there's nothing you could say. I'm done doubting this team for the rest of my life.
No, I'm not. I got one more in me.
I guess, bro. You're braver than me. I'll give it to you.
Okay, so at my three spot, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers, which you kind of making me
Yeah.
question why I have them so high. But I like Darius Garland a lot, man. I think he's a fun player. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell. They're kind of small, up front. Like their front was it? No, their backcourt, right? No,
Yeah, the
front court.
backward.
Backcourt. I'm casual, guys. I'm casual. Be patient
Bear
with me.
with me.
But
Bear with them.
yeah, bear with me. But I like those two guys a lot. Like offensively, obviously you don't love their defense. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, they're kind of questionable. Like especially in the playoffs, we saw they got exposed. Don't really know what they're gonna do at the small forward. I'm not sure who they have there, and
It's probably going to be Isaac Okoro, which is like a
yeah,
high
like
draft pick a few years back. But he can't really
yeah.
shoot. He's just kind of.
I've heard of his name, but I know there's a lot of questions on on him and like his shooting. Obviously, they traded Kevin Love, which they probably could have used him in the playoffs, just like as a guy off the bench or something like that, some veteran leadership. But I still think they're going to be a fun regular season team, especially because they're younger, and I think that matters in the regular season. It's 82 games, you want your players to suit up. Even though I have them high, I don't think of them as a real threat. I just think they're like a regular season team, kind of like the Kings of last year, I guess.
Okay, I agree. Number 3, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. So, I don't believe James Harden will finish the season as a Sixer. I think Daryl Morey will eventually just trade him because he's getting tired of his shit, and he's a expiring contract. So he's going to want to try to get something for him.
Darren Morey is a liar, and I'll never be a part of the 7. I still can't believe he said that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Twice.
like we said in the last show, James Harden's a special player.
He's a special, generational player. Generational.
Guys will not even have the fucking balls to do. But
no, yeah, that was crazy.
I think some trade I could potentially see happening is like 3-team trade, and the Clippers end up with Brogdon, and then like the Blazers end up with random bullshit, and then the Clippers get Harden, potentially, yeah, like Philly could get Malcolm Brogdon in this trade, and Terrence Mann, like that. I think eventually the Clippers.
I think the Clippers said they don't want to move off Terrence Mann, which is kind of crazy.
I know they're saying that, but I think when it comes down to it, they're just gonna do it.
I like Terrence Mann just because of that playoff shit, man. He's a legend for that.
Yeah, he's
my guy.
Clipper. Like,
my guy.
Like what he did was one of the greatest moments of Clippers history. So
yeah. 100%. We don't have many moments, so like going to the Western Conference Finals, and yeah.
But yeah, I think with whatever they get back from Harden is definitely going to help them, in terms of role player wise.
Yeah,
I expect Tyrese Maxey to take a huge
that
leap this year. And Embiid, his health's always a question mark, but he plays enough games in the regular season for them to get a high win total at least. So I got the Sixers in my 3 seed, man. Embiid's still gonna probably like 38 games, 30 points a game again. So man, the Sixers are still really good. They are no threat to go to the finals, though. I want to make that
Nah,
clear.
for sure.
No
I feel
threat.
like we already know who our top two seeds are. So like, I don't know if we want to both just elaborate on where you got them. I have the Bucks at two, and then the Celtics at one. Uh, do you have them the same, or do you have them flipped?
Got the same. Bucks 2,
Okay,
Celtics 1.
so let's elaborate. I guess we could both talk about it. I got the Bucks at the two, just because I think they're older, so they're probably not going to win as many games as the Celtics. You got Giannis, you got Dame, you got Brook Lopez. They're all up there. Oh, not Giannis. He's still younger, but Brook Lopez, he's like 35. Dame's like in his 30s. Um,
Middleton,
Middleton's like 31, 32. Um,
Jay Crowder.
don't love what they have at the small forward, not small forward, the fucking shooting guard, because they traded away Grayson Allen to get Dame. I think it's gonna be Connaughton or probably
It's gonna be
Malik
Pat.
Beasley, one of the
It's
two.
most likely gonna be
But
Pat Connaughton. Most
yeah,
likely.
but either way, it's not
It's not
great,
great. It's not great.
But you got Dame and Giannis, dude. Those are two arguably top 10 players, definitely top 15 players. Two of them. You got new coach. They fired Boot. Oh my god, I feel bad.
Coach Bud.
Yeah, they fired him. It sucks what happened with like his brother and stuff, but he had to go, man. Like these playoff
Yeah.
meltdowns were bad.
He's proven to not be a good playoff coach at all.
Yeah,
Unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is with him. Anything else you
but
want to add about the Bucks?
no, you add on, and then we'll talk about their Celtics.
Yeah, man, the Bucks. This Dame trade, it's finally going to open up their offense. Their offense now has no limits. They could do everything now because they have to have a real shot maker who could literally hit from anywhere. Chris Middleton is still a question mark. Hopefully, he can get back to at least close to what he was.
In the playoffs when they went on that run.
Chris Middleton's number 3 is really good. Pretty much this
he
year,
was
he just needs to worry about catching and shooting. Like if I was him, that's what I would worry about. He's gonna have so many open shots with this team. Offensively, not worried about this team whatsoever. Defensively is gonna be a question.
yeah.
Okay, Drew Holiday is the best point guard defender in the league. Okay, so you lose him and you add Dame, who's one of the worst at defense. It's going to take a hit, and this team already have a lot defensively in terms of on the perimeter. Obviously, Giannis and Brook on the inside protecting the rim is going to help them. But I mean, Pat Connaughton, we talked about Jay Crowder, Malik Beasley, like this is their bench. So
Yeah, it's
not a lot
not
of depth
ideal.
on this team. They're all in on this group though for at least the next couple of years. Giannis just signed a big extension.
Yeah, he signed that extension.
Basically a 2+1 to stay with the Bucks long term. So at least for the next 2 to 3 years, like this is what their team is, and they're gonna have a legit shot to win the title every single year.
They're all in pretty much the next 2-3 years. Like they have to be because the window isn't getting any bigger.
They got nothing left to trade, so this is the team, right?
They got to make it work.
Yeah, but I think they will. I think they're going to be really good, really, really good. But I do think that they're very flawed without Drew Holiday, and that's why.
I already know you're horny to talk about your team.
Yeah. You go first when it comes.
At one, I got the Celtics, man. I think they have a strong starting five. Their bench is a little questionable because of you got to get rid of some players. But I mean, you got Drew Holiday, you got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, freaking Kristaps Porzingis. Who's your guys shooting at? Was it Pritchard or am I tripping?
Pritchard's a guard off the bench, and then Derek.
Oh no, Derek White. So you got those. But Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Those are strong defensive players, man. Like all of them. Jaylen Brown his defense took a hit just because he started scoring more offensively. So when players do that, their defense takes a little hit. They still got Al Horford. That old man. He's still in the league. Right?
Don't disrespect Al Horford.
Oh, I thought you were shaking down. He's not on the tail. Wait, he's not.
Don't disrespect him. Locked up the MVP last year in the playoffs. Just throwing that out there.
MVP.
Yeah, Joel Embiid.
That guy's a fraud, bro. He's not my MVP.
Now he's a fraud.
I was like, when do you lock up Joker? But
you locked him up before too.
Yeah, well, he's fucking old. He's cooked, bro. He's like 40. But nah, man. Is Blake still on the team, man? My guy Blake. I don't think he is. He's a free agent, huh? Yeah, he's a free agent. If you bring back Blake, I'm all in with you, man. But I think this team's they have to go to the finals, bro. There's too much talent to not make the finals. This team is too good on paper.
100%. Um, like I said before, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford off the bench. That's the best top six in the league, bar none.
Yeah.
Okay, so depth is going to be a question mark. Peyton Pritchard is really good offensively, but we've seen him get picked on defensively, especially in the playoffs last year. They're going to be playing Sam Hauser. They still have a trade exception they could use to potentially add somebody to this team. But yeah, I think their playoff rotation is pretty much set in stone because in the playoffs it's about seven man rotation
Yeah, it's like
anyway.
7 guys. You don't
So
need crazy depth when you go on your runs.
yeah, so um, no excuses. There's no more excuses left with this team. I understand Chris
Yeah.
Knapp's an injury prone player, um, but this team, this has been like a 6 year run with Brown and Tatum. This team needs to go to the finals and they need to win it. There's no more excuses. They're in their prime. They
At least
have,
make it. Like if you lose to the
yeah,
Joker, that's acceptable. But you gotta at least make it and make it a series, man.
100%. And to me, it's championship or bust. If they don't win the
Yeah.
title, it's a failure.
I give it
So
like 2 years. If they don't win it within the next 2 years, I feel like they might get rid of like Jalen or not Jason. They're not like probably Jalen though,
Jalen is a possibility if they don't win the next 2 years because he
because
is on the super
they've been
max.
trying to like they've been like looking out there for a while now. His name always comes up. They haven't been like actively
His
trying, you know.
name his name only came up seriously in the Kevin Durant trade.
Yeah, KD.
Other than that, not really, not really. Like even like when Kawhi was available, when Jalen was like in his second year, they didn't want to trade him
They for
for him.
sure would have won
So
the title with Kawhi, man. Kawhi, he's different.
potentially, it's potentially, but um, the Raptors got really lucky. I don't know
This
if this is
guy,
the Raptors. Listen, they
you're a
did,
hater,
bro.
bro.
No, it's true. I mean, Kevin Durant got hurt. Like that's why they won.
Okay, that was a
Uh,
fucking super team. Even the odds.
okay, but then Clay got hurt in Game 6, where he was on Game 6 Clay mode before he got hurt. So
Oh
I
well,
mean, by the end of it, they were cooked. Like they had nothing left. So, but yeah, respect to the Raptors. I'm not trying to minimize your championship
this
record or
guy's a
anything
hater.
like
He's
that.
gross, guys. He's
But
very gross
no,
hater.
man, I'm saying Drew Holiday, championship pedigree. Derek White, one of the best
Yeah,
role players in the league. Jalen Brown, a top 25 player in the league. Jason Tatum, top 10 player in the league.
top 15.
Chris
No, I'm just
Stapps,
playing.
okay, be a hater.
Just
But
playing. I'll play it. I'll
but
play it.
yeah, Chris Stapps, I'm sorry, man. I don't know if you've been watching the preseason. He's unreal, man. Like he's just got to stay healthy because he's a cheat code for this offense. Just to have a guy like he can sit in the corner, you go on the wing, you can't contest his shot. He's too damn tall. Like so that's gonna open up everything offensively. The Celtics are going to play 5 out at all times this year. So that's what I love. Yeah, man. I truly believe this is the year for the Celtics to win the championship.
I
If
agree.
it
I
doesn't happen
agree.
now, it's probably never
I
going to
got
happen
him
again.
making
So
it. I don't know if I got him winning.
okay, fair enough.
I got Denver, Boston my finals.
Okay, so that's officially your NBA Finals. You got the
Yeah, that's
Denver
my
Nuggets
pick.
versus
That's
the
my pick.
Boston Celtics.
Denver Nuggets and Boston Celtics.
Me too. Yeah, that's my finals too. Yeah. So yeah,
I hope it's Milwaukee though, because I'm a Giannis guy. But I don't know.
nah, Giannis gonna run to his daddy Jason Tatum again, and it's gonna happen.
Okay, bro. He
But
was doing fucking solo squads 2 years ago. Lucky Middleton got hurt. This guy.
okay, buddy. But he still Drew Holiday. What? Drew's nothing.
Yeah. He's not. Like compared to that
Oh, so
team.
now you're
Yeah, come
okay.
on, bro.
Okay,
Nah, Drew Holiday's a good player.
come on, man.
He's streaky in the playoffs. He's streaky in the playoffs, and
He
that's
is
true.
shooting
That's
the
fact.
playoffs. Um,
That's why it was
but
good for them to have Drew and Middleton, because like if one of them were to underperform, like then Giannis is obviously Giannis, and then you still got at least Drew or Middleton, depending on the night.
true.
But
But yeah, that's my finals pick. I got the Celtics over the Nuggets in the finals this year.
I got the Nuggets over the. I got them going back to back.
That'd be legendary
Back
for
to
Jokic,
back.
man.
Huh?
That'd be legendary for Jokic.
Oh yeah, dude. He'd
Oh,
be
if they went
fucking
back to
top
back.
15. They'd be talking about him. Top 15 all time. But
Um,
let's get into
yeah,
the top 10 players. I'm interested to see who you got.
yeah. This is a definitive top 10. If you don't agree,
Okay.
good.
All right. You go first then. What's your number 10 player?
Okay, number 10, I got Anthony Davis.
Okay, me too. So
AD,
far, great
when he's
list.
right, best defender in the league. We saw it in the playoffs last
When
year.
he's
How
on, he's top 5 in the world, but he's not. He doesn't give you that motor every single night on offense.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what really holds him back. But defensively,
But
he's number one. to me.
But defensively, I feel like he's always performing defensively. It's just the offense. Like sometimes he's passive, or he just isn't aggressive. Um, and that kind of it brings him down a little bit. But he's still such a great defender. You still got to give him his respect.
Yeah, he's got the talent of a number one, but he doesn't got the mindset of a
Yeah,
number one.
because
Like that's
when
the thing.
people would be like, oh, like I can't believe you have this player over Anthony Davis. Like I have him over certain players over him just because they could be a one, and they're not like they don't shy away from it, and I feel like
Yeah,
he shies away from it, and I feel
exactly.
like he's been
Yeah,
doing that
you
for a
can't shy
while
away
in
from it.
LA.
You can't
Yeah,
do it. Yeah. LeBron
because
keeps saying every year, "Oh my God, this is AD's
yeah,
team."
that's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah,
never
and
his
then
team. It
it's
always
never
ends
his
up being
team.
LeBron's team. So,
Yeah,
we'll see what happens with that. The Lakers, we already talked about
I
before.
mean,
They're gonna be great.
if he wants to finally take it, it's year 21 for LeBron. I remember we were talking about which year is it. It's year 21 for LeBron. Let's see if Davis finally takes the one spot, man, on that team.
Speaking of
But
LeBron, I already know this list is gonna be very controversial. Like when it comes down
oh
to
my
LeBron.
goodness, you don't even know, bro. Who's your nine? Who's your nine?
I got Jimmy Butler as my number 9 player.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Wait, I'm top 10.
Damn. After
All
what he's
right.
done, I'm sorry, man. Jimmy Butler is one of the best playoff players I've ever seen in my life. He's
That's kind of
unreal.
sad, bro.
Uh,
Respectfully.
no, look what, bro. How many players could have done what he did against the Bucks? I'm just saying.
Mickey Mouse in the bubble. That shit is Mickey
No,
Mouse. I don't count that final
no, bro.
shit.
Okay, fine. Don't count the bubble. Look what he did last year.
No, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Like that shit was
Coaching, bad
special.
coaching, bad coaching.
Come on.
But
I'm
damn,
saying Jimmy Butler is undoubtedly top 10. Okay, defensively, big time shot making, passing, leadership. He's got it all. He there aren't many guys in the history of the league that could have did what he did last year to take that bum ass team to the finals. But he did it. So good
yeah,
on him.
yeah, he was unreal. I mean, I
But
feel like we kind of over because I don't think he did that much versus the Knicks. He went up versus Bucks. He destroyed them.
yeah,
But versus the Knicks, he was kind of quiet, and then
yeah,
versus the Celtics, he put up a little bit of stinkers, and they were up 3-0, and then they obviously still won it, but like just the fact that it went seven is kind of crazy. And then the finals, they were outmatched. So I don't know. I feel like we kind of overrate his run a little bit.
it is to a certain degree. I agree with that.
But
But
yeah,
regardless, to me, he's still top 10, like
no,
undeniable.
he's probably like my 11th. But at number nine, I have Devin Booker. I know
Your
I'm not a big
boy,
Devin Book.
your
I'm not a big
boy.
Devin Booker guy. He's always talking shit. He's kind of a front runner, but he hoops, man. I'll give him that. He goes out there and he balls. He was cooking the Clippers. I mean, granted, there was a bunch of our backups, but he had a great playoffs versus the Clippers. He was great versus Denver. Um, I think he's probably going to be the one on the Suns. Just because he's younger than KD, I still think you got to give KD his respect. But I think he's going to be the best player, the number one option on that team.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that too. Plus, KD
Yeah,
is most likely going to get hurt again, so yeah,
yeah.
he's going to have to be the one. But okay. So I did Jimmy Butler. Okay, at number 8, I got Jason Tatum.
Oh, you're lower on him.
Yeah, man. It's just the players ahead of him. I can't put him. Well, maybe one guy could argue, but I got Tatum at 8. Yeah. With Tatum, it's similar to Anthony Davis sometimes, where it's like
Yeah,
there are some
I
nights where
agree.
it looks like he's unreal, and
When
there's
he's
other
on,
nights
he's
where
on.
yeah, there's other nights where he just doesn't look like he wants it, or he just underperforms. And so yeah, he's just got to get the consistency part of his game down. Once he has that, he'll be top 5 to me. But yeah, I hope it's this year that he finally gets to that point. But as of right now, the way it's played out, I gotta have him at number 8. He's still great. He's still gonna put
No,
up
yeah, for
30.
sure. Eight. He's still top eight in the
He's still
world.
gonna put up like 30 a game. Like he's one of the most complete wings in the league, obviously.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, like he needs a championship on his resume. On his resume, he's pretty much done
yeah.
everything else that you could do in the league. So
That was just about winning that first one, and then building from that. But at 8, I have the current MVP, Joel Embiid. Um, in the regular season, man, he's dominant. Like it's just health with him. Like in the playoffs, every year it's something in the playoffs. Like literally, you can't go through the playoffs without him getting injured, and that usually is what causes him to underperform. But when he's healthy in the regular season, he's dominant, man. Paul, second best center. I was gonna say best, but obviously he's not the best center because who that belongs to. But yeah, man, he's gonna give you 30 a night, and he's gonna play good defense, and he's just a dominant player.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, at number 7, I got your boy Luka Doncic.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
disrespect, respect, Luca.
It's not disrespect. It's just Luka's great, obviously. Like it is short. It's a small sample size, but he's one of the greatest playoff players of all time
Yeah,
by numbers.
he
So
lights it up, man.
yeah, he kills it.
I've seen it firsthand 2 times versus the Clippers, two years.
Luka's got the killer instinct that Tatum doesn't got all the time.
Yeah,
Like if Tatum had Luka's killer instinct at all times, like Luka took pleasure in
and
taking out the
dogging the
Suns.
Suns.
Yeah, in the way he did. Like
That
he
shit
was
was tough.
like I just don't see Tatum ever doing something like that, at least at this current point. So that's why I got Luka ahead of him. But yeah, man, Luka, one of the best passers in the league, top 3 passer in the league, top 2 scorer, like maybe top 1 scorer. He's
Man, but
unreal.
arguably he could be
Um,
the best.
so
It's
so yeah,
arguable.
man, he's complete. He's not a great defender.
Yeah,
He's not a
yeah.
great fit with Kyrie. They missed the playoffs last year. A big reason why is because of the defense that him and Kyrie were playing together. But despite that, he's still unreal. And I think they'll
Special.
make the playoffs this year. Make no noise because Kyrie's on their team, or they'll trade Kyrie for D'Angelo Russell and he won't do anything. But yeah, Luka's unreal. So yeah, number 7's where I got him.
Yeah. For me, number 7 is KD, which is gonna sound counter. It's kind of going against what I said earlier about Booker being the one option. I still think KD on like just put on any team, he's a better player. But I think Devin Booker is obviously just going to be the one, just because you could trust his health. But just strictly off like basketball, I think KD's a better defender. Obviously, he has the length. He's one of the greatest scorers I've ever seen in my life, probably ever, arguably. Um, if he's healthy, man, that team's going to be dangerous. It's just every year it's something with him, and it's unfortunate. But he's probably at that age where you could expect him to miss a cool 20 games.
At least, yeah. Like, that's what it's been for him ever since the Achilles injury. So hopefully he can stay reasonably healthy this year for the Suns. But yeah, man. At number 6, I got Joel Embiid.
Okay.
Say what you want about Embiid, he's still, like we said, the second best center in the league. He won the MVP last year. He probably should have 2 MVPs if he didn't get hurt the first year. So he's still
Well, I
great.
think if he won it the first year, I think Joker probably would have won it this past year.
Yeah, I'm talking about two years ago. 2 years
Okay,
ago,
okay.
like what was it? 2020, 2021. I think he
Yeah.
would have won it that year. But yeah, he's unreal. It's just he seems to get hurt at the worst possible time.
Yeah.
During the playoffs, like last year during the playoffs, I forgot what it was, but it was lingering throughout the entire thing.
Wasn't it like
And
his meniscus or something?
it might have been bothering him, but the only thing I don't like about Embiid, and I saw it firsthand at the end of Game 6 and Game 7 against the Celtics. He's got some quit in him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He does. End of Game 6,
Him and Harden, bro. Special
both
quitting duo.
complete- But I don't think Embiid, obviously Harden is, like, that's undeniable. But Embiid, it's like, he gets down on himself pretty quick. Like, that's what I'll say. He got down, like, when they blew that Game 6, he was checked out. And so he quit at the end of that. And in Game 7, he just wasn't aggressive at all. Like I said before, he got locked up by a 38-year-old man, Al Horford.
Yeah.
Got completely destroyed defensively the entire game. So, like, Tatum was taking his ass out to the perimeter, shooting step-back threes over him. Like, they were attacking him because they knew he didn't have the legs to keep up. So, he's still great. I know I just sound nothing but negative with him.
Doesn't sound
But,
like it, but yeah, for sure.
Embiid is a Hall of Fame player, obviously. He's got to get to the conference finals at least, though, bro. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
would
kind of
say,
ridiculous at this point, the fact that
yeah.
he hasn't gotten out of the second round. And
It's kind of
they've
like
had
Chris Paul, the
opportunities.
Chris Paul shit for so long.
Somewhat, yeah, man. They've had opportunities. They've gotten good
They were
matchups, but
up.
they,
They should have went to the
yeah,
fucking. Yeah, that was bad.
yeah. I
But
mean, they've gotten unlucky before, obviously, with the Kawhi shot in 2018. Like that was the year they could have gone, and then, But I'm sorry,
Giannis would have smoked his ass.
losing to the Hawks is
No, that was
crazy.
bad.
Okay, like
That was
that was an
that was that
embarrassment.
was a meltdown with him and
So
Simmons. Though they both share
mostly,
some
but it was
blame.
mostly on Simmons, but still,
But
like
still, Embiid should have. Damn, that's crazy. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid feel like forever ago they were on the same team, doesn't it?
honestly, yeah, it does. It
That's
does.
crazy. But got anything more to add?
No, nothing to add
All
about
right.
Embiid.
For me at number six, I got the fraud, Jason Tatum. I like trolling you. Nah, but man, like he kind of has that Anthony Davis quality. Like sometimes it feels like he doesn't want it. He's obviously the best player on the Celtics. I know some people like saying Jaylen Brown, is better. No, I disagree with that completely. I think Jason Tatum, he's a great offensive player. He's a great defender. It's just some nights, it feels like he shies away from it, a little bit. But I mean, he's only like 25. He's been to the conference finals like almost half the time he's been in the league. He's been in it. He's always going to be a playoff. Like he's always in the playoffs. His team wins. I think this year he has to take that next step, man. Like he has to make the finals, and he has to perform in the finals because they made the finals, versus
Yeah, he
the
didn't show
the
up.
Warriors,
So
but he didn't show up, and he had like so many turnovers, but. No, I think this is the year he takes that next step, man.
I hope so. Shit. Um, yeah, but at number 5, I got Steph Curry.
Respect.
Not much,
Oh, that's
not
kind of
much to say
low.
about Steph. Not much to
That's
say
kind of
about
low.
Steph. Not much to say about Steph. I mean, I know you're probably gonna have like top 3 or something like that, but Steph is obviously the best shooter of all time. Um,
Easily.
and he's outside of Jimmy Butler. I don't think any other player scares me more than Steph Curry. Going up against.
You're traumatized.
Like, yeah, man, that game 4. Like, if the Celtics had won that game 4, man, oh my god, that we would probably won that series. But Steph took it from us, man. Like, all respect to him. Probably in my opinion, the second greatest point guard of all time. But
Yeah. Greatest
yeah,
point guard
man.
I've ever seen, personally.
Oh yeah, that I've ever seen 100% of Steph. But yeah, it's just a matter of I like the 4 guys ahead of him more. It's no just. It can easily you could obviously like swap between a bunch of these guys in the
Yeah.
top 5 because all the guys in the top 5 are champions. So for me, so that matters. That's why I'm in my top 5. But Steph, he got outplayed by LeBron James in the playoffs last year.
I mean, it's kind of unfair. I mean,
Uh, he was the same team he won the title with the year before. What's going on?
there's a difference. The
Okay.
issues
Jordan
and
Poole got punched in the face. Okay, I'm saying I get it, but regardless, I think they could have performed better than that. But
anyway,
I'm just saying,
this is gonna turn into a bat. Okay, you that was your what, fifth? Your number five player?
yeah, that's my 5.
At five, I got LeBron. I mean, no disrespect to LeBron. It's obviously all the credit to LeBron, bro. It's year 21, still top five player. I know you said he was top five, and I kind of pushed back yesterday, but when I went through it, I was like, if he's healthy, yeah, LeBron's top five. LeBron, he's a streaky shooter. He's not a bad shooter. He's a streaky shooter. Some he'll go on stretches where he's hot from three, and then he'll go on some stinkers. Like in the playoffs, he had quite a few like stinkers shooting the three, but even then, he still gets to the rim. He still can play defense when he wants to play defense. Obviously, one of the best passers I've ever seen. One of the better passers ever of all time. Arguably the GOAT. He's just a great player, man. I don't want to glaze anymore, but yeah, he's my fifth best player in the league at 38 years old, which is insane.
That is insane. Yeah, number 4 for me is Kevin Durant.
Damn,
And,
that's high.
I don't think it's high, bro. I think I'm sorry. KD, when he's playing, he's the most efficient player in basketball. He does not miss. Okay, he can play like he play 20 minutes and give you 20 points. Like that's how.
No,
efficient
yeah,
he is.
he's
It's like,
crazy.
he'll just come in. The mid range is automatic. The 3 is damn near automatic. It's just healthy.
Great
for him.
shooter.
That's the only thing that's
Yeah.
really holding him back at this point. He's missing like 30 games a year at this point. So
Well, you said all your top five players have rings.
yes,
KD doesn't have a ring, bro.
KD has a ring.
Those Mickey Mouse rings, bro. What are we doing here?
He's still a champion. He was the best player on both those teams. I understand he
He's-
joined a stat team, but he was the best guy. Okay.
LeBron better, but okay.
I mean, yeah, that's why I have LeBron over him on my list. But yeah, man. So yeah, not much to say about Kevin Durant. You know, arguably the best small forward in the league. Like it's him and LeBron still.
Yeah.
Like, they're still the top two.
Yeah, I'll push back on that. But okay, is that
Small
your 4?
forwards. Yeah, that's my number 4.
Okay, my number 4, Luka Doncic, baby. That's my guy, Luka. I got Luka, man. I feel like I think this year, man, I was really hyped for him coming off that Western Conference Finals appearance versus the Warriors. Obviously, you know, it ended in 5. But Luka, man, he's amazing. Offensively, there's nothing he can't do. Defensively, you know, he leaves a little to be desired, but I think this year they're going to bounce back. I don't see him missing the playoffs twice. If he does, you know, that's
Better
obviously going to take it's going to take a hit on, like, you know, where he stands as a top player. I think he's special, man. He's a special player to me. He's a great passer, great finisher. He's obviously really ball dominant, but that's why, you know, the Kyrie fit is kind of, you know, not ideal. But I think this year they'll get it done. They'll make the playoffs, and who knows, man? Maybe make some noise.
Yeah, not with Kyrie on the team, but you know,
You're a hater, but
I'm a pray for Luka. I love Luka. Okay, but,
yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
I just want to see it happen. But yeah, number 3, I got the king, man, LeBron James. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like it's not crazy. He was averaging 30 a game last year before he got hurt, and then in the
but he gets hurt every
great.
year, man.
Yeah, he does. But I'm sorry, man, I can't put Luka ahead of him. No
I can.
way.
I'm taking Luka on my team right now as we speak. I'm taking Luka.
Okay. LeBron, still one of the best scorers in the league. Obviously, one of the best passers in the league. One of the best big game players in the league. Like we see it, man. We saw. Like, listen, he gassed out in the second half, but that first half in Game 4 against Denver, he was unbelievable. Like, he still got that in him. He still got that in him, man.
No, yeah. I'm being a dick. Yeah,
he's not 2018 LeBron where he can carry an entire dog shit team on his back to the finals. Like, I don't think it's like that anymore. But I'm saying LeBron is like basically like Tom Brady in terms of like, okay, when he drops off,
doing fucking tricks on it. Jesus Christ!
No, I'm not doing no tricks on it. I'm just calling it how I see it. Okay,
bro's doing fucking backflips on it. My goodness, bro.
Okay, buddy. Okay, Mr. Twitter, you know, you stole the argument.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying, like, in terms of longevity, that's why I made the comparison between the two, because those two at their ages never done play at a higher level than any players ever have. It's just the truth. Like, okay, whatever, bro. You be a hater. You be a hater.
I'm not hating. I had him 5, bro. I had him 5.
But regardless, okay.
There's a couple players I'm taking over him.
His drop off, he went from number 1 to number 3 to me. Like,
to me, it was number 1 to 5, but you know, it's not a big drop off. But are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, I was like, are you done? My number 3 player is Steph, man. He's one of the greatest offensive players you could ever watch, man. Like, greatest shooter ever, obviously.
Damn, doing backflips on it.
This guy's hating, bro. You're gross. I'm taking LeBron over Steph. Steph over LeBron at this point in their career.
That was a Freudian slip.
At this point in their career. I think, man, what he did versus the Kings was crazy, man. Like, it was unreal. He willed them to win that series, basically. Bro, he dropped 50 in the closeout. Dude's crazy. He's unreal. He's my number 3 player.
Yeah, he's alright. But
you're gross. He owns your team, buddy.
He did. I already gave him credit. So, but yeah, number 2.
I think we're gonna agree on this one too.
Yeah, I got the Greek Freak.
Yeah,
let's get freaky as
freak time, baby.
Giannis, man.
Nah, he's special.
You know, it's unfortunate what happened with him in the playoffs. I thought after he won the ring, in 2021, I thought he was past all that playoff shit. Apparently, he's not. Okay.
Because, to be fair, they lost to the Celtics. He was still great that series. Last year was.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about last year against the Heat.
No, last year. Last year,
he was scared to death to fucking touch the ball at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right.
He was.
Good. Okay. So
But
yeah,
even then,
that's
we both have him
that
too, which is crazy.
exactly. That shows you how great he is. His standard is super high. He's arguably
Yeah.
he's a top 15 player of all time to me. So um, yeah, man, it's just Giannis. Just bro, hit your free throws. If you could
Yeah.
do
I
that,
don't.
don't worry about the threes. It's a mental thing with him because we saw he
Yeah.
did it in the finals before, right? Like and
17
the
and 19, bro.
close. That's
Closeout.
what I'm saying. The closeout game, he pretty much hit all his free throws. So he can he could do it, but he gets in his head sometimes. He
Yeah.
lets the crowd get in his head, and like I'm sorry, man. That was to me last year. That was the worst showing I've ever seen from Giannis or a
It was
player.
crazy though. He had like 37 and 20, bro, and like
Yeah, but still,
still.
like
Yeah. No, no, no.
just
I'm not
shying
excusing.
away.
I'm
I'm
just
talking
saying
in terms
like
of
that's how.
shying away from the big moment. Like
Oh
that's
yeah,
what worried me about it.
for sure.
But nonetheless, Giannis, arguably the best defensive player in the league, unstoppable going to the rim, really good passer, and now he's got Dame, so he's going to be even
Very good for his for like what he does. He's a good passer, man. He's underrated at that.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to add. Greek Greek freak, man, special player. At number one, obviously, we both got Joker, man. Joker shut a lot of haters up, including myself. I wasn't a believer, but hey, man, he proved me wrong. He did it last year. Fucking went through the West, smoked out the Heat. Can't do anything but respect him, man. He's a great passer. He's a good shooter. He plays the game like I don't get when people say he plays it boring. Like to me, I love watching him play. Like his game is
Me
fun.
too.
Like when he's on, he's on. Especially with Jamal Murray, he has like the perfect sidekick. He has the perfect pieces around him. They don't have any superstar like he doesn't have any superstar teammates, but he has good players and they complement him so well. And yeah, man, I think they're running it back, bro.
Good shot they can. I mean, yeah, everything you said about Jokic, obviously, I agree with. He's maybe the greatest passer who ever lived.
Okay,
Uh,
I would not say that.
he, ar- he arguably is. I
I
mean,
think LeBron's a better passer.
I'm just saying for his size, like what he's doing is super impressive.
No,
Like
no, for sure,
I'm
for
saying there.
sure.
My thing is LeBron like handles the ball more, so like maybe we see more passes. But I'm saying he there's not a pass he can't make. Is all I'm saying.
No, yeah,
Right.
yeah, for
So
sure.
arguably he's the greatest passer of all time to me. But yeah, he get hit from everywhere, unstoppable in the post, and he just ran through LeBron
The
James, Kevin
West,
Durant, and Jimmy Butler on his way to his first championship. So obviously he's got to be number one based
and
off all
back to
that.
back MVP. Can't forget that.
And I'm glad it shut everybody the hell up who's acting like he's a fake
Yeah, man.
MVP just because they're not in
Yeah,
all the
respect to
NBA
him, man.
fans and all the Giannis fans, so they can finally
Oh,
shut
whoa,
up.
whoa, Giannis straight. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just saying, like people were like, bagging Jokic, being like, "Oh fuck." Well, it's like, could we just come to the agreement? It's a regular season award, so whatever happens
Nah,
in the
yeah,
playoffs shouldn't matter. Like,
yeah,
stop.
that's
People
true.
always do that, okay? And Embiid's not a fake MVP because he lost in the playoffs, okay? He's not. All
He's a
right.
fake
It's a
MVP because he didn't deserve it this past year.
No, I think he did deserve it this past year.
Eh,
I think he did.
I think Joker kind of just gave it to him. Like he stopped playing. He kind of let it.
Hey,
You know.
if you give it up, you give it up.
Oh
It is what
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
is.
no.
Like it's
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
to the guy. It's gonna go to the guy who balled out the entire year. So, Embiid was deserving of it, but yeah, like stop. People need to stop that. Like that's like one of the most annoying basketball arguments I see all the time. It's like, oh god, now, should we give the MVP to this guy who won? And it's like, no, bro. It's not how it works.
Damn, the Vikings are up 10-0.
Yeah, man. Rockstar's not doing his thing right now.
Brock
I mean,
Star's crazy.
they're
All
but
right,
yeah.
you want to do a DPOY next?
Yes, sir.
You go first. I'll let you go first.
Okay, so my defense player of the year is a guy who's been kind of looked past, I guess, for the last couple of years when it comes to this award,
I think we're gonna have the same one.
and it's Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, Bam, that's my guy.
Yeah, yeah, man. Bam's unreal. He can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, obviously, he's a question mark, but defensively, he's unreal.
Yeah,
He can switch on to anybody. Block
never he's gonna get
shots.
embarrassed.
Yeah, like he always stands up no matter who he's guarding on that end. So, yeah, I think Bam's going to finally win it this year. Voter fatigue obviously plays a factor into that. Like
Yeah,
Jaren Jackson won it last year, but now like there's like that stigma that he gets like fake stats. Like they add, like you remember that shit that happened last year. They were trying to argue that Grizzlies like scorekeeper was like giving him blocks that he didn't actually get.
Yeah, yeah,
So like the fact that that's out there, I think
yeah.
some
They're not
people
gonna
may
vote
be
him again.
afraid to like vote. Yeah, voter fatigue's a real thing. So I
That's
can see
kind of
him
what
giving
happened
to a
with
guy
Joker
who's never
too,
won it.
to be honest.
Yeah, happens all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
I got Bam
I
coming up
have
this
I
year.
have him as my favorite, but if Anthony Davis could play 65 games, I think he could win it, but I
Oh,
don't think
100
he's
percent.
gonna play 65.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's all I'm worried about. And now
yeah.
officially the NBA made it to where you have to have a minimum games played to reach these
No,
awards.
yeah, yeah.
So like before it was like people just kind of put their own number on it. Now the NBA is
Yeah.
officially so you if you
Nah.
play under 65, you're not even eligible. Like you're not on the voting ballot at all. So yeah, uh barring something unforeseen, 80 he's probably gonna be out
Yeah.
because he misses about 20 games a year.
All right. MVP, who you got?
MVP man, I got Nikola Jokic. I mean, not
Yeah,
much to
me too.
say. Not much to say, man. It's
Yeah.
just the fatigue should wear off now. The fact that he just did what he did in
He
the
lost
finals.
it, and then they just won the finals, so people are gonna
Yeah,
go, "Oh yeah, let's give him another one." Yeah, I
I
see
mean,
that.
yeah, Jokic,
Uh,
he's not going to get worse. I mean, he's either going to be the better, he's either going to be the same or better, and that's he's MVP level. And now with the confidence moving forward, like we see it all the time. Like LeBron had his best season at that point after he won his first championship. Like he had his most efficient season of his career. Like you get that pressure off you, now you can play more free. Not saying he
yeah,
wasn't playing free to begin with, but now even more. So yeah, I got Jokic winning his third MVP this year.
yeah, me too. My dark horse would probably be Tatum. I don't think he will win it just because I feel like they're gonna say like his team is too stacked, but I could see him winning it, like because they're gonna win a lot of games. They're gonna be a good team. They're gonna be probably the top seed. I mean, we both have him. He's the best player on that team, so I could see him winning it. But then I could see them kind of like using like his not super, like his great team against them.
I'm sure the media would love to give it to Jason Tatum. Tatum's one of the most clouded guys in the league. Like he's
He
in
has
all the
aura.
commercials.
He has aura,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. According to Twitter, he does. So, but yeah, man. With Tatum, like we said, it's about the consistency. He started off last year. The first 2 months, he looked like an MVP. Like he was averaging, I think, 35 for the first 2 months of the season. Then he dropped off. He still finished average 30, 31 a game, like when it was all said and done. But, yeah, Tatum's got to take a jump in order to reach that level of like a Jokic or like a Embiid regular season wise.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think to me my runner up is going to be Giannis. I think Giannis is
yeah. He was my
probably
runner-up for dark horse.
yeah
I had Tatum.
yeah Tatum's a dark horse. Like those are always probably going to be the guys most likely. D Book should be in there too. I think it's like a dark
Nah, fuck
horse.
that guy.
I know you don't like him, but D Book's good,
He's a bitch. Anyway, okay. Let's go through. Let's make these clips, man. Oh shit!
yeah, okay, let's do it. Okay, so
Fuck, where's my
you
light?
you can go ahead and do you can go ahead and do your Eastern Conference standings.
All
I'll
right.
let you go first.
So my 2023 Eastern Conference standings. At the 10 seed, I have the Toronto Raptors. At the 9 seed, I have the Indiana Pacers. At the 8, I have the Brooklyn Nets. At 7, I got the New York Knicks. At 6, I have the Atlanta Hawks. At 5, I got the Miami Heat. At 4, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. At 3, the Cleveland Cavaliers. At 2, Milwaukee Bucks. And my 1 seed is the Boston Celtics.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. My 2023 Eastern Conference standings. At number 10, I got the Indiana Pacers. At number 9, I got the Orlando Magic. At number 8, I got the Atlanta Hawks. At number 7, I got the Toronto Raptors. At number 6, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. At number 5, I got the New York Knicks. At number 4, I got the Miami Heat. At number 3, I got the Philadelphia 76ers. At number 2, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. And at number 1, I got the NBA champion, Boston Celtics.
Okay. Bro's glazing. All right. Top 10 NBA players going into 2023. At 10, I got Anthony Davis. At number 9, Devin Booker. Number 8, Joel Embiid. Number 7, Kevin Durant. Number 6, Jason Tatum. Number 5, the King, LeBron James. Still one of the best even going into year 21. Number 4, Luka Doncic. Number 3, Stephen Wardell Curry. Number 2, I got Giannis, Greek Freak. And then number 1, it's the Joker. It's always been Joker, man. My goodness. Guy's dominant.
Yep. All right. My top 10 NBA players for the 2023-2024 season. At number 10, I got Anthony Davis. Just got to stay healthy. That's all it really comes down with him. Jimmy Butler at number 9. At number 8, I got Jason Tatum. Just got to stay consistent. You know what I mean? Potentially be top 5 at the end of the year. At number 7, I got Luka Doncic. At number 6, I got Joel Embiid. At number 5, I got Stephen Curry. At number 4, I got Kevin Durant. At number 3, I got the King, LeBron James. At number 2, I got Mr. Freak, stay my friends, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Guy's gross.
And number 1, Joker, Nikola Jokic.
Special.
2-time MVP. I got him winning his 3rd this year. So
yeah
easily.
And probably going back to back at the finals.
It's a good possibility. So that's our top 10 players for this year. Anything? I wrote down my All-Stars.
Yeah, you can go over. I'm interested here.
Okay.
Because it's East and West again, right?
I heard that they could switch the format, but either way, it's still 12 East, 12 West, no matter what. If they pick the teams, it doesn't really matter. But I sorted by East and West. So I'll go East first since it's more interesting. West is pretty easy, I'd say. But yeah, East. So for the starters, I got Damian Lillard. I got Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
I got Jason Tatum. Giannis. And Embiid.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. The bench, it gets a little bit more interesting. So for my bench for the All-Stars, 7 guys, because 12-man roster. I got Jalen Brunson making his first All-Star team.
He deserved it last year, man.
Yeah, he deserved it last year, too. I got Jimmy Butler, because, of course. I got Bam Adebayo. I got Jaylen Brown. I got Tyrese Maxey making his first All-Star team.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Respect.
I got Tyrese Halliburton again to make his 2nd straight All-Star game.
Respect.
My last pick is Pascal Siakam. I understand, the Raptors weren't good last year. Pascal put up 25, 8, and 6. He's still a really good player, so I think he'll definitely make the All-Star team this year. And then out West, this one is pretty simple to be.
Steph.
Yeah, West All-Stars, I got Stephen Curry, got Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Jokic.
I was going to say Anthony Davis.
Those are the starters. Yeah, those are the starters. Yeah. Off the bench, we got SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He almost made my top 10, not gonna lie.
He's a little overrated by the masses.
He's probably 12 for me.
Yeah. But I got Devin Booker. I got Anthony Edwards. Kawhi Leonard. He's just got to stay healthy. I hope
he's not. He's not.
I got Anthony Davis. And then I got Jamal Murray making his first All-Star team this year.
Oh, respect, yeah.
And I think the voters.
I think this year, since he got the finals, he got the ring, he has that play. They're gonna want to get him in.
And my last pick, Victor Wembanyama, man.
Wembanyama, baby.
I got to make an All-Star team, man. I think Wembanyama's going to be great. I think he's going to average something like 23 a game this year, something crazy. I don't think they're going to be holding him out. The fan vote obviously plays a big factor into this.
Oh, for sure. He's going to get the fan vote.
Yeah, I think Wemby's going to be in it this year. So yeah, those are my 2023-2024 Eastern and Western Conference All-Stars. So.
Solid.
Yeah, no, looks like we went over everything. Yeah, so we can get into a subtopic. This is NFL related. The Eagles did make a trade for Kevin
Byard.
Tennessee Titans. Yeah. He's been one of the best safeties in the league for a long time. The Eagles made a similar trade last year when they got before the season when they traded with the Saints for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because
Yeah, he's a good player.
Michael Thomas is tired of boxing him every day in practice. So
yeah, he talks a lot of shit, man. Can't blame Mike. Can't blame him.
Yeah, it's a really good move for the Eagles. It was a fifth, a sixth, and Terrell Edmonds. So
Terrell
pretty
Edmonds.
much nothing. Terrell Edmonds was getting cooked all night last night, so I understand why they got rid of him. But yeah, really good trade for the Eagles.
Helps that secondary, which has been their biggest weakness, probably, arguably. Granted, last night they only gave up 17 points or 10 points. Yeah, 10 points offensively. Yeah, but it's a good move, man. Howie Roseman, he just makes moves. He's a wheeler and dealer, man. He respect because some GMs get complacent. They don't want to spend money. They don't want to give up assets. But he does it every year.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Like we talk about it, windows in sports in general are short.
They're short.
Almost everybody, right? Unless you have Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady.
Or Tom Brady. Literally, that's it.
That's about it. Every other player's window is pretty short, or team's window is pretty short. So, yeah, man. Another thing we talked about, we brought it up briefly earlier, but Giannis signed his extension.
3-year extension, 183 or
it's 180. Yeah, 183. So
yeah, it was 61 a year. And then his last year is a player option. So if they're not doing well, underperforming, he can get out of it.
Right. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is huge for the Bucks based off the way that Giannis was talking earlier in the offseason.
I think he just wanted them to make moves, man. He just wanted them to compete.
He sort of did it too after they lost the bubble to the Heat, basically forced them to go out and get Giroux. So similar situation. Giannis, obviously, he's one of the most loyal players in the league. He's about the last great player who hasn't jumped to another team. So, the Bucks are lucky to have him for at least the next couple of years. So.
At least 2 years. I think it's 2 years for sure. He's gonna have to. They're gonna have to win a title, though, man. Their window is very, very short right now. Yeah, their players are older. Even Dame, he's not a young buck anymore. No pun intended. But yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
I was no pun intended. But man.
Good shit for them, man. They're gonna be.
I think if they get a ring, it'll be this year. It'll have to be this year. They gotta at least make the finals, man.
Yeah, we talk about with the Celtics and the Bucks, it's title or bust.
It's 1 and 2 for me. It's them.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, man. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, man, I'm good. We'll get into the prediction show next. Was that not next Wednesday? We'll get into the next show. We will have our predictions next show. That's what I'm trying to say for the week 8 NFL season.
Yeah. So like what you said, man. We'll probably be back Wednesday for the prediction show. I'm gonna continue on my dominance on my picks.
You were not very great this week.
Not this good this week, but overall,
you were 6 and 6.
Yeah, it was a weird week, but
you were 68 and 37, not counting tonight's game, but that's your record.
Yeah, I'm killing it. So I expect to.
Yeah, I'm killing it. All right, buddy.
30 over 500. That's pretty good.
Nah, dude, I'm doing dog shit right now.
Just take some bonus from me, man.
Yeah, well, I be trolling sometimes. That be ruining my picks for real.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how many picks you do for the vibes.
Yeah, I should not have done those vibe picks. They're coming back to bite me. I fear.
Unfortunately. Damn, bro. Jordan Addison ripped it out of this guy's hand, ran in for a touchdown with 7 seconds to go in the half.
Wait, the Vikings scored?
Yeah, 17-7.
Bro, my shit. I don't know why it's my internet, bro. Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna hop off and try to watch this game.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, well, like we said on the Wednesday show, we'll cover what happened in this game.
Yeah. It might be an upset. Who knows?
It's looking like it after the first half. So, yeah.
Kirk Cousins, baby. Respect Kirk.
Primetime Kirk. He's doing his thing
Captain
again,
Kirk. So. His demise was greatly exaggerated.
100%. Oh, no, they missed the extra point, so it's 16.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. But, yeah, y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on Wednesday.